Hello, Francis here. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I bid thee welcome. There is a subscribe button below if you would like to help support this channel by subscribing. Also a bell to be notified as to when I upload more content. I'm coming to you from Ghana country, and as such, I acknowledge the Ghana people of the Adelaide Plains as being traditional custodians of the lands upon which I reside. So I thought I would resurrect some meditations that I have written over the years due to the fact that going through sort of shitty times, I guess, and developing the innate skill to meditate, to sort of go within to find that place of calm and stillness, I feel can be very beneficial, especially if everything else is go to hell in a handbasket around us. And as I said, I thought I would resurrect these meditations that were done for various groups that I've run in the past. And the first thought are going to be angelic meditations, sort of based more on the Western esoteric tradition as opposed to more sort of Doreen virtue, Christian overlay influences. But depending on what you resonate with, you can join and take from these meditations what you wish. I've also decided to share them in a very basic format, like there's no external noise or underlying sort of like music to sort of take you away, just the sound of my voice, and then also an image to sort of be used as a prompt. And in that way, you can sort of begin to enhance your own inner skills, enabling you to sort of step into that state of inner calmness wherever you may be. At least that's how I was taught to meditate, learn how to meditate without too much external stimuli. In particular, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the tracks that have the music, but sometimes I do find the music sort of takes over, as opposed to if I'm listening to a guided meditation that has specific sort of points and triggers all the way along for me to go off and do things. So this is more sort of the spoken path workings, so to speak. With the first one being Michael or Michael, as I was taught to say, I'm taking more of an angle from, as I said, Western esoteric teaching, so ceremonial high magic, also the Kabbalah. I was taught to call him Michael. There is a symbol that I'm just going to share my screen and show you. And it doesn't matter if you are not able to, what's happening here? There we go. Commit the symbol to memory. It will subconsciously appear on the door for you. But there is part of the meditation where you actually draw it. You can draw it in your mind's eye or just visualize it here. So we're starting off at a circle, drawing a line down to, so roughly 7 o'clock, then up to 1 o'clock, then down to the middle on a slight angle, and down to 5:30. And so this is the symbol or sigil for Archangel Michael or Michael that you'll be asked to trace on the door. And so just trust your imagination or what comes through when you get to that part of meditation. And what I'm wanting to do now is just stop that for a moment. And I thought I had it open. I don't. Here it is that I'm just going to bring up the image of Michael or Michael. And he does have various associations depending on the angle that you are coming from. He's known as the defender of divine justice and also rightful righteousness, especially from a more sort of Christian context. So I'm sort of coming from a esoteric perspective, where he is seen or invoked as a form of protection, for healing, for victory. He's also associated with the element of fire and often is seen brandishing a fiery sword. Now, depending on what hemisphere you work or live in, reside in, when you do magical workings, depends on what elemental quarter he appears in. I'm in the southern hemisphere, so where I live, north is my direction of fire. North of me is the equator, and it's also where the zenith of the sun is. If you are in the northern hemisphere, then north could be in your south. South of you would be the equator, and also that will be your zenith of the sun in its cycle. Michael is also called upon for safety, for well-being. He said he's associated with healers, especially in traditions that sort of emphasize his role as a psychopomp, a guardian or guide of the souls. So he is quite universal and multifaceted. So what I'm going to do now is just remove myself from the screen. And if you would like to join in this meditation, then just get yourself into a comfortable position, making sure that your back is aligned, your spine is straight. Close your eyes or gently lower your gaze. And we're just going to start by taking a couple of deep breaths into the diaphragm and release. And as you inhale and exhale, you may wish to practice what's known as the fourfold breath. You breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and hold for a count of 4 before repeating the whole cycle again. So we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and continue breathing deeply, exhaling completely. And as you do, you should feel your consciousness dropping into and following your breath and your physical body beginning to relax. If any thoughts come into your mind, just acknowledge them and let them go. And if your consciousness begins to wander, just bring it back to your breath. As we inhale and exhale. And as you do, visualize or imagine that before you is a long stone wall. It stretches further than you can see in each direction. And you're walking along the wall, running your fingers along, feeling its texture. You come to a door made out of solid oak, upon which a mysterious symbol is found. And you trace it with your finger, starting with the circle, drawing a line down then to 7 o'clock, up to 1 o'clock, a little bit to the left before it heads down to 5:30 o'clock. The door is an entranceway to the angelic realm. And push open the door, noting its heaviness, and step through. Take note of your surroundings. Breathe in the air and feel the earth beneath your feet. Before you is a pathway that disappears deep into the angelic realm. And in the distance you see a beautiful temple. And as you begin to make your way towards the temple, take note of the landscape as you pass through it. Noting that there appears to be an unusual yet calming royal blue tinge to them. And as you reach the temple, you notice it is round in shape and made out of quartz that sparkles in the light. And before you stands a muscular, athletic, angelic figure carrying a sword. Dressed in deep purple and royal blue robes, you realize that this is Archangel Michael, or Michael, the Archangel whose main purpose is to slay the ego and fear, but who also oversees the divine life missions of all things and helps us to realize our own life purpose. Anyone wants you to enter the temple. Beneath the floor is inlaid with tiles of blue, purple, and gold. Images of strength and valor are set around the floor because Michael is the Archangel of protection. He saves lives, protects us, our loved ones, vehicles, belongings, and even reputations. He also guards against all effects of fear and fear-based energy. And in the center of the temple is a large golden ball. Archangel Michael motions you to step closer and take a look into the bowl. And as you do, you notice it is filled with liquid, and this liquid begins to swirl. And as it begins to swirl, the Archangel speaks to you. Imagine that you are going within, deeper and deeper inside, traveling in you to connect to your inner sacred space, your inner sanctuary, in the place of eternal calm, peace, and light found within. Know that as you travel within, as you journey into your open home, you may pass through layers of frustrations or density taken on from the outside world. Layers of doubt or uncertainty, beasts of insecurity, of judgment and fear, or pain. Acknowledge whatever you encounter on this journey within. And then simply acknowledging, being aware you're able to let it go. Imagine that pain, uncertainty, doubt and judgment and fear are being handed over effortlessly to your team of guides and angels, opening up a path for you, illuminating your way within. And go deeper now into your inner space, releasing thought as it appears into the light, opening the doors of your heart and dropping in, sinking in, down inward into inner calm, bliss, tranquility. Breathe and relax as your inner sacred space receives a cleanse from the divine so that you can effortlessly be still, be present, be aware within this inner sanctuary of your soul, where rejuvenation and healing and uplifting energy naturally flows and courses throughout your being. Connecting with your inner sacred space in this way indeed rejuvenates your body, mind and spirit, and it helps you to connect with the fresh energy of the divine. And divine energy is available in an infinite supply, not from outside of you, not by gaining energy from another or from any activity or from a beverage or anything external. Simply going within, opening and experiencing the light, the love, the stillness, the presence within at all times, your inner sanctuary, your inner retreat. And take another deep breath and feel your energy flowing down, grounding to the earth, flowing down in a column of light down through the layers of the earth, the bedrock, the sediment, and down past roots and rocks and soils, down through the layers of the earth, all the way down until you reach the core, all the way down until you reach the light at the core of the earth. And this is where you find an incredible light fairy. Notice the color of the light. Notice the feeling you get as you consciously connect with the light or the core of the earth. That is not separate from you. It is one with you. It is one with all. Experience your oneness with this light at the core of the earth. And through this, experience your connection to all that is. And as you inhale and exhale, let the light flow up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your chakras, your energy centers, Muladhara, your root chakra, Svadhisthana, your sacral, Manipura, your solar plexus, into Anahata, your heart center. Clearing any blockages, allowing the divine light to flow up. Now fueling the flame of your heart, the energy of earth and of divine. Open your heart and allow the light to continue to flow up to your throat, Ishvara, your third eye, Anjna, your crown, Sarasvara, and opening and expanding the energy of your light body. Your aura is being rejuvenated, replenished, as the light of the earth flows up through you and up and out your crown at the top of your head. Go up with the light now, way up, connecting with the infinite supply of divine light, of source, up above the angelic realm, up above the realms of spirits, of ancestors, of ascended masters, going up consciously, imagining it going on, feeling yourself traveling up in vibration, thinking directly with the divine, with all there is. And being here raises your vibration, replenishes your energy, heals your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being, and also allows access to knowledge, wisdom, and truth. Inhale and exhale. And feel the blessings of the divine bestowed upon you now. The blessing of all that is reuniting you in this present moment. With the light of the divine pouring down, flowing down like a waterfall, light upon you, cleansing away any tension and stress, negativity, doubt, and assisting you in now anchoring your energy once more to the core of the earth. Ground, becoming present and centered. Become aware of your connection with the earth, to the divine, to all that is. When you are grounded, your mind is calm and relaxed. You are open and aware, able to perceive the magic around you and within, able to choose how consciously to respond, able to respond with love and ready to take your next step on your authentic path of becoming more and more in every moment, aligned with your highest and greatest good, so that you may serve and love make a difference. Move inspire, awake, in line with your divine path and purpose. And remember now that this feeling you are experiencing, this light, power, and connection all began with your willingness to breathe, to quiet your mind, and to enter this in. It is now time to leave the temple. At his entrance, you notice Archangel Michael, Mickey Owl, is waiting. He leads you back along the pathway that winds its way through the landscape, back to the heavy oak door in the wall through which you came. Into your hand, the Archangel places a parchment scroll that you are to open once on the other side of the wall. So push open the door, and as you step through, you leave the angelic realms. Back on the other side of the wall, unroll the parchment and take out what is written, drawn upon it. And then begin to retrace your steps. And as you do, running your fingers slowly along the wall. Each step, you become aware of your breathing, of your hands, and of your feet. And with each step, coming closer, awakening to the here and now. Becoming aware of your physical body, your fingers and toes, and with the lightness in your heart, and the blessings of Archangel Michael and Michael, go about your day. Blessings.